Malala Yousafzai, the girl who refused to be silenced. Hey, brave souls. Welcome to Talesync, the place where stories aren't just told, they're felt. Today, you're about to dive into a story of unbelievable courage. A young girl who faced guns with a pen, who stood up when the world told her to sit down. Her name? Malala Yousafzai. Get ready to feel inspired, to sharpen your English, and to witness how one voice can shake the world. Part 1, A Girl of the Valley. In the serene embrace of Pakistan's Swat Valley, where green mountains kiss the sky and the river Swat sang lullabies to the land, a girl named Malala Yousafzai was born in 1997. The village buzzed with laughter. The scent of pine filled the air, and the dreams of children floated like paper boats on the river. Malala, wide-eyed and fiercely curious, had a spirit too large for her small village. She would sit by her father, Ziauddin Yousafzai, listening to stories of heroes' freedom and the power of education. One child, one teacher, one book, and one pen can change the world, he would say, eyes shining with hope. She wasn't born into wealth or privilege, but she was born into belief. A belief that girls had the same right to learn as boys did. Even as a child, Malala wasn't just dreaming about a better world. She was already plotting how to build it. Part 2, The Winds of Change. As Malala grew, dark cloud began to gather over Swat Valley. In 2007, the Taliban began their rise, a brutal force determined to erase every light of hope. Girls' schools were banned, libraries burned. The Valley of Songs became a valley of silence. But Malala, she stood like a young tree refusing to bow to the storm. At just 11 years old, Malala started secretly blogging for the BBC Urdu, under the pseudonym Gul Makai, documenting life under the Taliban shadow. Each entry was a whisper of courage in a world drowning in fear. Part 3, Fear Arrives. Life became a chess game of survival. Bombings rattled windows. Threats filled the air like smoke. Families huddled in fear, wondering who would be the next to vanish. Yet Malala's voice grew louder. She gave interviews on TV, her face open, unmasked. She stood tall where grown men trembled. In the Taliban's eyes, she wasn't a child anymore. She was a threat, a symbol, a challenge to their darkness. And the price for defiance? It was blood. Part 4, The Unthinkable Attack. It was October 9th, 2012. Malala climbed onto her school bus, laughing with friends, her satchel swinging by her side. The sun painted everything golden, as if blessing the day. Suddenly, bang! Gunmen stormed the bus. A single question: who is Malala? Before anyone could answer, a bullet shattered the laughter, shattered the dreams, shattered her skull. The bus fell into stunned silence. The river of dreams threatened to dry up forever. But Malala didn't die. Somehow, incredibly, she lived. Part 5, Dancing with Death. Rushed to a local hospital. Her chances were slim. Her face swollen. Her brain injured. Hope hung by a single, fraying thread. The world held its breath. News channels everywhere flashed her name. Malala Yousafzai, shot for speaking out. Pakistan mourned. The world prayed. Doctors fought for days, and when they couldn't do more, she was airlifted to Birmingham, UK, unconscious, hanging between two worlds. A war was being waged, not just against death, but for the future. Part 6, The Awakening. Weeks later, Malala's eyes fluttered open in a cold hospital room, thousands of miles from home. Her first thought? Not about pain, not about vengeance, but about school. Am I alive? Can I still study? She whispered. That's what makes legends, my friend. Not muscles, not armies, but minds that refused to give up. Though her body was scarred, her spirit was untouchable. Malala had been broken, but only on the outside. Inside, she was indestructible. Part 7, Roar of a Phoenix. Months of surgeries, therapy, and determination followed. She relearned how to speak, how to walk. But something inside her was different now. Sharper, stronger. She didn't hide. She stood before the United Nations just a few months after being shot and declared, "One child, one teacher, one book, and one pen can change the world." The world blinked in awe. A bullet couldn't silence her. It had only amplified her voice. Part 8, Facing the World. Malala became a symbol, not of suffering, but of strength. She founded the Malala Fund, fighting for girls' education worldwide. She traveled the globe, from refugee camps in Jordan to halls of power in Washington. She met presidents. She met queens. She met girls who had lost everything and gave them hope. And all the while, she kept studying, smiling, growing. Still the girl from the valley, just with the whole world watching now. Part 9, Voice of Generation. In 2014, at just 17 years old, Malala became the youngest ever Nobel Peace Prize laureate. Standing there, with the world's eyes upon her, she didn't cry. She didn't boast. She simply smiled and spoke for millions who couldn't. "This award is not just for me," she said. "It is for those forgotten children who want education. It is for those frightened children who want peace." Boom! A mic drop heard around the universe. Part 10, Legacy Beyond Borders. Today, Malala continues her mission. Smarter, fiercer, even more unstoppable. She graduated from Oxford University with honors. She still writes, still fights, still believes. She isn't just a survivor. She is a revolution wrapped in a girl's smile. And her message? It's simple. We realize the importance of our voices only when we are silenced. And Malala? She will never be silenced again. Ever. Here is a vocabulary list for you, with pronunciation plus meaning. 1. Serene embrace, peaceful hug or calm feeling. 2. Lullabies, soft songs to help someone sleep. 3. Buzzed, feeling excited, energetic, or slightly dizzy. 4. Fiercely, very strongly or powerfully. 5. Privilege, a special right or advantage. 6. Plotting, secretly making a plan, often bad. 7. Determined, very sure and strong about doing something. 8. Pseudonym, a fake name someone uses. 9. Rattled, feeling nervous or upset. 10. Huddled, gathered closely together. 11. Vanish, disappear suddenly. 12. Trembled, shook a little from fear or cold. 13. Defiance, refusing to obey or listen. 14. Satchel, a small bag with a strap. 15. Stunned, shocked, unable to react. 16. Incredibly, unbelievably, or amazingly. 17. Fraying thread, a thread getting weak and breaking apart. 18. Airlifted, moved by an aircraft like a helicopter. 19. waged, started or fought like a battle or war. 20. Fluttered, moved lightly or quickly like wings. 21. Vengeance, revenge, hurting someone back. 22. Indestructible, impossible to destroy. 23. Phoenix, a magical bird that rises from ashes after dying. 24. Determination, strong willpower to keep going. 25. Declared, said something strongly and clearly. 26. Amplified, made louder or stronger. 27. Refugee, a person who runs away from danger or war. 28. Laureate, a person who has won a big award, usually for arts or science. 29. Boast, to talk proudly about what you've done. 30. A mic drop heard, a bold final statement or action that impresses everyone. 31. Revolution, a big change, often by fighting against old rules. Wow! Just imagine it. A simple schoolgirl with dreams bigger than fear, who turned bullets into books and wounds into wisdom. If Malala can rise from a valley of silence to a global stage, then what about you, my friend? What dreams are waiting inside you? What voice inside you refuses to be silenced? Here at Talesync, we believe your story matters too. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because the world needs your voice, your heart, and your courage. Until next time, keep believing, keep growing, and keep dreaming boldly. Now tell me this. What part of Malala's story touched you the most? If you could change one thing in the world, what would it be? Do you think one voice can change the world? Why or why not? Until then, keep learning, take care, and goodbye.